Hey Card Pack, this is Justin Holiday of the Indiana Pacers. Welcome to the Sports Card Consultant Show. First of all, you better get my rookie card. It's gonna blow up. Second, thanks for supporting the show and being awesome. Enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to go over the top 10 hottest selling basketball cards over the last week. And there's a lot of takeaways from it, some stuff that I saw that I was certainly surprised about, and maybe I'm still processing a little bit. You'll have to see what I'm talking about. I want to remind you I have the podcast here, so I take the audios from these videos and I put them in podcast form for those of you that maybe don't have time to watch a video. You know, maybe you're driving to work, or maybe you're driving around, or maybe you're working out, who knows. So I got the podcast over there, link in the description. This is free. Join the Card Pack newsletter. Periodically, I send out updates of trending sports cards and right to your email inbox, so you'll definitely want to get in on that. And then, of course, I have the Sports Card Society, where almost every day I make an exclusive video just for my members outlining a really good sports card investment opportunity that I found. For instance, here is a Michael Jordan. We were getting it for around $25-$30 in January. Here it is today, going for $88. It did hit a high of about $130 in February. Here we are getting this chipper for around $70 to $80 in January. Here it is in February, March actually going for $180, $189. This Kobe, we're actually getting this Kobe from like $160, $170 in January. Here it is, latest one sold for $600. And this LeBron, we're getting it for around $150, $175 back in January. Here it is, $725 on March 9th. So a lot of good stuff there. I mean, look at these cards. These were just some of the January ones. I mean, each of these cards more than pays for an entire year membership of the society, because a year membership of the society is only $130 or $12.99 a month. It's just such a good value, really. I mean, to get me out there doing all this research and sharing it with you, it's just a no-brainer. It's like 40 cents a day. Plus, you get access to the private Discord group, which has some great sports card investors in it. Talk about a community to be part of. The help in there, the thought sharing in there, it's fantastic. That alone is worth the price of admission. So I'll put a link for that in the description, sportscardsociety.com. And of course, if you want to learn how I'm able to find these cards and know that they're going to go up and see that they are really good sports card investment opportunities, get the Delta Factor. Link for this in the description. This is a video course I made, about 7 to 8 videos long, about 3-4 hours of content. And it really lays out how I'm able to find cards like that, cards like this LeBron, where I'm like, hey, 175, that's undervalued. I think that's going to go up. And all of a sudden here, not even 2 months later, it's at $700. Or this Kobe here for $160 to $180 in January. Here it is in March, going for $600. I mean, if you want to learn how I'm able to find that stuff, get the Delta Factor. Plus, I got a couple limited time bonuses in there. A year membership to the Sports Card Society. A 1 month membership to the Sports Card Society, but a year membership to the private Discord group. So those bonuses not going to be there long. This is a really, really, really good course. I highly suggest getting it. Link in description. Let's dive into the content party, people. Here we are on the Market Movers tool. I went to sales volume by card, pulled up basketball on the grade PSA 10. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell, because timing is everything, and hit that like button, baby. All right. Really hit that like button. Come on, do it now quick before I get on here. All right, thank you. All right, so number 1 on the list, we have Ja Morant 2019 Prism. 81 sales on the week, down 5.6% on the week. Let's dive into it. Let's take a closer look. So let's chart this. So it started the week at 480, went down to a low of 423, and then it bounced back to latest sale of 450. Pop count on this one of 14,283. Pop count means how many of this card exist in a PSA 10 form in this case. And what's up, Ja? Let's pull this card back 60 days. Because he was injured around that time, 60 days. So I think that kind of was his high right there. So this card got all the way up to $836, and now it's down here basically at half price. And you can see how it's just kind of leveled out ever since really about here, which is about Valentine's Day. It's just kind of leveled out. And when I was looking at the standings, in the West, it was confusing me because I feel like Memphis should be in the East because of geographic location. But here they are sitting at 10 in the West, so they're in a play-in spot. That's really promising. This is a card that I think I would be a buyer on because, number one, Ja's a good player. I don't see it going much lower than this period. And now that we're getting in the second half of the season and the Grizz are in contention to like at least be a play-in team for the playoffs, I like it. I like this as a buy. It's sitting here at a discount of half off of its high from 2 months ago. I like it. I like Ja. I like this. If you don't like the Prism, maybe buy something else, but the Prism is pretty liquid. Obviously, that pop count's kind of interesting. So I will I already know that I'm buying this one because it's just like, I can't believe it's half off. Oh, I'd be a buy on that one. God, I love those zebra ones. I don't have any. They're just so much. Let's go to buy it now. Goodness gracious. Of course, I put in the word Prism, so it's like, let's go here quick to 400. All right, now we're looking. That court set's pretty nice too, actually. Or premier level. Ooh, I really like that one too. 450 your best offer. So yeah, a lot of good opportunity there. I'm a buy on that one. I'll put a link for that in the description for you to take a look at. Next one on the list, Zion. 2019 Prism for him. So number 1 and 2 are the Ja Prism and the Zion Prism, rookies of course. 67 sales on the week, down 2.6%. So let's chart this. Pop count for Zion of 16,017. Start of the week at 684, had a high sale of 698, and then it kind of went sideways and it went down to 659. Latest sale 663. I mean, not like big downs. Let's pull this one back 60 days. See where we've been and where we are, where we're going, all that stuff. Yeah, we had a nice dip down here. So 60 days ago, this card was about $730. Went all the way down to, it looks like about $550. That was in, around Valentine's Day. And that's kind of been slowly going up, and now it's kind of been flat. Now it went down just a little bit, but I expect this card to kind of keep going up. I don't see the Pelicans making the playoffs, but Zion's just playing really well, and I think people are going to buy his cards for the next month or month and a half anyways, and I'd be looking to flip it. So I'd be a buy on this one too if I can actually get it for these prices. I'd be a buy on that also. Let's go to eBay real quick. Let's just sort it. There's an auction already at 600. 625 or best offer. Like, yeah, I'm a buy on that stuff. So, I mean, it's Zion. He actually looks really, really good. I think that his actual, like, potential and performance is actually matched to where his card prices actually are now as opposed to where they've been most of his career, where I just wasn't buying. But I'm buying on that one now. Plus, it's down a bit. Obviously, the sales volume is there. These people are obviously buying these. Number 3 on the list, Luka Doncic. Shouldn't be too surprising. His 2018 Prism, 67 sales on the week, down 3.3%. This is, of course, his Prism rookie. Let's chart this baby. Pop count of 16,203. Not the lowest pop count I've ever seen, but high demand player, high demand card. Start the week, it was almost 1,400, and it's just been kind of going down ever since to about the 10th of March to 1,250, and then 2 straight sales above that for the latest sale of 1,361. So it looks like, around 1,300 is the floor for this card. Let's pull it back 60 days, see what's going on here. I wonder if it's going to look a lot like the Zion one. So Jaws was different because he got injured there for a while. It's funny, man, when you don't play, like, your cards don't go down. They either go sideways or up. It's funny. This card 60 days ago was 17,000. Looks like it hit a low, of course, kind of around Valentine's Day of 1,275. Actually, the low was this week at 1,258. This card's been kind of just going sideways. It doesn't look like it really wants to go much lower than 1,250, 1,300. I'm a buy on this too. I mean, it's just they're like at their low lows. I don't know, like I'm not saying there's only certain times that I buy these cards, and this is the time. Plus the Mavs, we're in the West here, right? Mavs are number 8. They're probably gonna at least be in the play-in for the playoff spot, and I'd be looking to sell these cards, all these cards around the playoff. Zion I'd look to sell a little earlier because, well, they're just not even going to be in the play-in for the playoffs. In case you don't know what I mean by play-ins, the teams that are ranked 7 through 8 at the end of the season, 7 through 10, will play against each other. So it'll be like Spurs versus Grizzly, Mavericks versus Warriors. And the winner of those series will actually get the 7 and 8 spot and go into the real playoffs, and of course play, in this case for us today, the Jazz and the Suns. Hope that makes sense. Where were we here? 1,800? No, that is not the lowest. Let's sort this one. Hello. eBay, what's up? Gimme it. 1,200 for a raw. Get out of town with that crap. $13.99, not terrible. What was the latest sale? Like I said, it's rare that it's under $1,300. The second it goes to $1,300 or under, it shoots right back up. So latest sale was $13.61. $13.99, 45 watchers on it. People are interested for sure. That's probably fine. $25 for this one. That's probably good too. $14.95, make an offer on that. $14.95, make an offer on that. New listings. I'll put a link in the description for that one too. I'd be a buy on it, especially $1,400 or under. Kobe White. 2019 Prism, that's his rookie. 64 sales on the week, down 10.3%. Kobe. I think the Bulls are actually in contention too. Let me go to the East real quick. Yeah, Bulls are sitting here at number 11, tied with the Pacers actually for number 10. Pacers just must have some kind of tiebreaker. So they're definitely in contention to be in a play-in spot currently. That's all they need. All they need is reasonable probability, something like that, and that just gives them reason to be traded and bought and sold and hyped. Started the week at $99, went down to a low sale of 86, latest sale of 110, and that's also a high sale on the week. Pop count of 61.80. I'm not sure how you say this card went down when the latest sale was 110. Let's pull this one back 60 days. Kobe White, I'm probably not a buy on this though. I mean, it's so cheap. See, it went down much further than Valentine's Day. It looks like, other than this weird spike here, it looks like overall it's just kind of going down still. It's flattened out, certainly since this trajectory over the first 30 days of this 60-day chart, but still overall going down. Because there it is at 95, and then here it is at 86. So slowly going down. I don't think it goes much lower. So if you're a Kobe White fan, maybe buy it. I'm just not the biggest Kobe White fan. But I could very, very, very much see this card going up to, over $100, maybe get to this 125-point easy beans, which is a good return on your money. Maybe make 20-30% on your money if that's where your budget is at, buying cards for, sub $100. I don't know. Let's pull it up on eBay and take a look. Because it is possible that, they get into the playoffs, or at least they get into the play-in. $95, 95, 99, 99 or best offer. 99 or best offer. So there was 110, so was it 89? So it looks like that's probably about the right price. I don't think I'd be a buy on that one. I think I'd be a hold. I'd be a hold on that one. Because I think it will go up, but I don't know if it's worth buying. LeBron James, 2018 Revolution. Pop count of 5,923. 54 sales on the week, down 4%. Let's take a look at this. Let's dive deeper, man. If you've been watching these charts that I'm looking at, you've been seeing these LeBron James Laker cards making a lot of the charts. This card started the week at 58, had a high sale of 72, latest sale of 56, but the sale before that was 67. Let's pull this one back 60 days. What do we got here? See, it's overall pretty flat. Overall up, slightly going up. But this card, this is what these LeBron James Laker cards look like. They always look like this very up and down thing, like very frequently up and down. They almost look like, the only other thing that I see that moves like this are raw cards. And the reason raw cards look like a chart like this, where it's, here's a sale of, here's a sale of 70, then a sale of 50. Then next sale is 65, then next sale is 58. Then next sale is 42. Then a few sales later we're at 80. Then next sale it's at 53. Like, it's so up and down. It's the only thing I see move like this is raw cards. And this isn't a raw card. This is a graded card. And it's a good looking card. I like Revolution. And the reason the raw cards go up and down like this is because, like, people look at the pictures and look at the condition and decide how much they'll pay for it because they're deciding on condition. It's weird that a PSA 10, an actual graded card, is so frequently up and down like this. I mean, at this frequency, it's crazy. I don't know why, and I just don't think I want a part of it. I just don't think I want to. I sold some LeBron James Lakers cards. I just shipped out a Lakers Prism this week, and I just don't want any part of it. I just don't. I've been through it. It's tough. But could it be a good investment? It could be. Could it go up by playoff time consistently like this and go up at a better trajectory? Absolutely. But I'm staying away. So for me, if I have that card, I'm either holding or selling. Depends on how you feel. Zion 2019 Hoops. 46 sales on the week. Pop count of 4,333, up 3.6%. So you've noticed every card's been down so far, but this one's actually going up. And there's another one too that we'll look at in a second that was going up. That's also in the Hoopsy. So this card started the week at 133, had a high sale of 146, latest sale of 136. So overall, that trajectory is up. Let's pull it back 60 days. I'm willing to bet it bottomed out around Valentine's Day too, like the Prism did. Here's Valentine's Day. That's pretty much the bottom, right? 60 days ago, it was 113 bucks. Then like $100 around Valentine's Day. So it's been pretty flat, but that was the bottom. There hasn't been a lower sale since then. It's been slowly kind of ticking up. Like I said, around Valentine's Day, we saw one for 100. Today it is at 136 was the latest sale, with a sale earlier this week of 146. So I'm interested in this one. Pop count's much lower than the Prism, but it is a paper card. The demand for it is not as high as the Prism, but a quarter of the pop count, a quarter of the supply matters. And I think Hoops might be undervalued anyway. So this would be one that, honestly, this is one I'd probably just buy because it's just not very high anyways. And I might just hold it. I mean, I may flip it if it goes up enough by the playoffs, by the play-in, that is. But, I mean, I might just hold this. PSA raised its prices, as we all know. And I think the PSA slab is just going to go up in value because it's just going to be more limited going forward. I'm not saying tomorrow, but here's one for 140, your best offer. What did you say that latest sale was? 136, that's probably about right. I'll probably put a link in the description for this one. I think this is just a good Zion card to have, 150, your best offer. I think this is just a good Zion card to have. And like I said, I think these PSA slabs are just going to go up in value. I'm not saying like next month, but give it a year. Give it 2 years. We will begin to change our sentiment, our feeling towards PSA slabs because there will just be less of them popping into the market, especially for lower end cards like this. With that being said, Zion's such a big prospect. Like the LaMelo Hoops, I mean, that's not going to get anywhere near the pop count of this, even though they're probably printing more of them than they did the Zion, because people just aren't going to send their hoops of LaMelo Ball in. And LaMelo Ball's prices might rival Zion's, even though he's not the player he is, but the rarity, the supply, may dictate a higher price for LaMelo Hoops rookies than even Zion. But nonetheless, I think that because of that rarity, that's what I'm getting at, is that the LaMelo Ball rookie in Hoops will go up, and it'll stay up higher because of the low pop count. And then if it gets high enough, people will actually send it in because they'll be able to take the risk of it coming back at 10 or 9, really. Because really when you send in a card, you got to bank on it being a 9. Right? You got to see if it comes back a 9, what does that mean for my overall investment with grading fees and everything. So I think that because that will pump the LaMelo up, because its pop count will just be lower, I think people will naturally look at, say, Zion and Ja and go, well, I know, LaMelo's pop count is lower, but he's not the player LeBron or Zion is. So it'll just kind of hold, if not raise, Zion's hoops prices and Prism and all that stuff. But I think LaMelo Ball's Prisms probably get sent in a good amount. Anyways, next on the list, LeBron 2019 Mosaic, pop count of 1546, 43 sales on the week, down 12%. This is going to, I bet this chart over 60 days is going to look the same as that Revolution we just looked at. Started the week at 49, had a high sale of 59, ended the week at 46. Let's pull it back 60 days. By the way, this market movers tool that I'm using here, it's so valuable to be able to do this at the click of a button. Like, if you don't have this, you need to have this. If you're at all serious about sports card investing, you need this market movers tool. I'll put a link in the description for it. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year. And again, look at this chart. Up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm just staying away. I'm either holding or selling. But really, like, there's so many other things I can do with this market movers tool too that help me identify, and I go over a lot of them in the Delta Factor, because this is the tool I use to find cards like this LeBron, cards like this Kobe, cards like this Chipper Jones. Really, really, really. Link in the description. Use code SOCIETY, 20% off. First month, first year, whichever subscription you choose. Last one. Is this the last one? I don't know if this is the last one, but we got Luka Doncic 2019 Prism, 42 sales on the week. Pop count of 4230, up 11% on the week. So this is Luka's second year Prism. It's really interesting. His rookie Prism went down just a little bit, and his second year's went up a bit. It's kind of an interesting arc there. To start the week, this card was 110, had a low sale of 89, and then the next two sales after that were 109 and 155. That 155 is suspicious to me. That's just too big of a jump for this card. Let's go look at it. Well, let me go back to this chart real quick. You can see from 60 days ago till the end of February, this card was going down. Hit a low of about $80. And then since then, it's been kind of going up overall because you see higher highs, lower lows on the chart. Let's take a look. What do we got here? Let's go to, what do we say? I think $100 would be a price I might be interested in at. Can we find any around there? I kind of think we're getting to the end of, the real good buying opportunity, the best buying opportunity for basketball. 110, okay, yeah. So okay, this is doable. 110, because he had that sale of 155, which just seems way too high. But the one before that was about 110. So if you can get it for 110, it looks like it's kind of on its way up. It's Luka. I would either buy or hold this one right now. So I'll put a link in the description for that. I would buy or hold that, and again, I would be looking to sell it around the beginning of the playoffs or the play-in, whichever the Mavs are in. Next on the list, and it's not the last one, it's John Morant, 2019 Hoops. So he's on here too. 39 sales on the week, up 50%. We're going to have to look closer at that one. Pop count of 3682. We definitely got to look closer at this one because that's just suspicious. Started the week at 88. Then went to 97 on the 11th, and then all of a sudden it jumps up to 140 on the 12th. Now, something's fishy about that. Let me pull back 60 days. If you like the reading I'm doing of these charts, I dive in so much deeper on the Delta Factor. I dive in so much deeper and show you how I dig way, way deeper into this data to, again, find these cards. I just want to say that because really you'll get a lot of value from the Delta Factor. Plus you get a month of the subscription of the Society and a year access to the private Discord. And I'm sending out videos every day showing, hey, this Michael Jordan here for, $25, it goes to $80 in about a month and a half. This Chipper Jones, $70 to $190 in a month and a half. It's ridiculous. You need to become a part of this stuff. Even if you're a seasoned investor, it's just ridiculous to think that you need to do everything on your own and you always know best. It's not that I always know best. It's just to get information from other sources and other people and other perspectives is the most valuable thing you can do. And this is way more information. This is me tapping into way more information here on the Market Movers tool. That's what I got for you. I really mean it. Go ahead and get in this stuff. Give it a try. So this card was going down 60 days ago. It was $125. It went down to 73 around the 24th of February, and that's just been kind of ticking up. Right? What did I say on 73? And then it's went up to 97. I don't see any reason why this card won't continue to go up. If I can get it for under $100, I think I feel pretty good about that. Let me go to the price over here. Yeah, there's one for $100. 104, 108, 105, 100, 109, 109 are best offer. Maybe make an offer on that. But at $100, I feel pretty good because other than the $140 sale, which is silly, right before that was 97. So I could see this card. I mean, here it is in a couple weeks. It's went from 73 to 97 to basically $100. So it's went up like 30% in like a couple weeks. I expect that trajectory to continue. And when I sell this card in like a month and a half, that's going to be a nice profit. I think it'll easily be 150 plus. Pop count 3682, nothing crazy. Not the lowest ever, but it's nothing like 16,000 or 14,000 for his Prism. So I'm a buy on that one. I think this is the last one. Yep, Kevin Porter Jr., 2019 Prism, 37 sales on the week, up 35%. We've been seeing Kevin Porter Jr. cards go up because people are just looking for something to give a shite about. And Kevin Porter Jr., like, he's a good player, but he currently has, head issues and decision issues in like his life. He's a young guy, nothing crazy. I mean, but gun charges, marijuana charges before the season. I mean, it was a not necessarily gun charges because he had a permit for it, but he got caught with marijuana in Ohio, and that's not illegal, or that's not legal. And the NBA doesn't really do much about that. But then he had locker room issues, and the Cavs they cut him or traded him. I don't remember, but he's playing the G League, and I think for the Rockets, and I think that he's going to be playing soon. And so people are just like, hey, let's see what Kevin Porter Jr. does, because he probably went down so much. This card, pop count of 1564, started the week at 99. It's nothing but go up really this week for the latest sale of 136.99. I'm going to pull this one back 90 days to really get a bigger picture of this. So here it was 90 days ago, beginning of the season, $73, went up to a high of about $100, and then it went down, of course, and it stayed kind of flat, and it's been ticking up, and now it started ticking up more. It was down here at 76 on the 26th of February, then it went up to 100, and now it's just kind of working its way up. I'd be selling. I would absolutely sell that card. Sell it, sell it, sell it is absolutely what I would do with that one. And that rounds out the list for this week. So it's really interesting. There's a lot of red. There's only, 4 cards that are green that are going up. One of them is only 3%. The other 6 are red, and those include, Ja, Zion, Luka, LeBron, Kobe White, and LeBron again. But in the green, we also have Zion, Luka, and Ja. So it's an interesting week. I think that it's just an interesting week, and I think there's some buying opportunity here. I'll put a link in the description for those cards I said I'd be a buy on. You can take a look at them. And then, of course, check out the podcast because these audios are right there. If you can't watch a video, listen to the audios. Join the Card Pack newsletter. I'm sending out emails on a regular basis of cards that are trending. And then join the society. I mean, just $12.99 a month or $130 a year. I mean, I'm dropping gold nuggets all the time. I mean, here in January, you listen to me, buy this chip for $70, all of a sudden it's worth $189. If you sold it today, that pays for more than your entire year membership. And this isn't a crazy thing. Like, I recommend cards like this all the time that happen. In reality, I just hold on to this card for a while because Chipper Jones, Hall of Famer, legend, like, why? This LeBron here, 175 in January, now 725. Like, why are you not in the society? Plus, you get access to the private Discord. And the Delta Factor, I mean, come on, go check it out. I give all my secret recipes in there showing exactly how I'm able to find these cards and know with a high degree of certainty that they're going to go up. Just go dig in, That's what I got for you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, hit that like button. Card Pack, as usual, you are fantastic. Stay classy. You're awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.